Good morning and welcome back to my channel. This morning we are headed off to 21 Run. It is 5 o'clock in the morning. We are gonna leave in about 20 minutes to go head to the running gym. So we are having a 750 milligram of sodium bottle here, and then we're having a Go bar for our pre-run carbs. Just got home from 21 Run and it was such an incredible workout. We ended up doing some interval work at VO2 max or zone 4, zone 5 work, and we did a 5-minute interval and a 10-minute interval for each round. We did 2 rounds all the way through, so we ended up doing a total of 30 minutes of zone 4, zone 5, like true heavy work. And honestly, it felt so good to get the legs spinning, to actually work on some VO2 speed work and actually push my body into zone 5. I feel like I've talked about this before, but it can be really easy when you're training for an ultra to sit in this like zone 1, zone 2, maybe top zone 3 speed and just sit there for so many hours out of your week, and it just turns into your normal. So like kind of being slow in the turnover, being kind of lazy with the form. So these speed sessions really do help your body key into good form, good mechanics, high turnover, and high knee drive. And I just feel like it feels so good to me and my body. But I also wanted to intro the topic of today's video, that running is a team sport. If you guys watched my Leadville documentary, you saw how important it was for me to have my incredible crew behind me. My crew is who got me to the finish line 100%. They were supporting me along the race. They kept me on pace. They kept me fueled and hydrated. And truly, I couldn't have done Leadville 100 without my incredible crew. And I think in general that running is a team sport if you were looking to perform really well. And going to something like 21 Run or a run club can be a really, really good way to be able to get your mileage in, but also be supported by people who have similar or the same goals as you. And it's just such a different game when you have a team around you that is supporting you than if you are just training solely alone. Now, I do think that training solo is super necessary. I think solitude is a huge part of not only like performing well in your sport, but also in creating mental clarity, you know, actually looking into your goals and why they're important. And I think solitude is a key component to my success and just my creativity. But I do think that there is a balance. You know, we have social runs, we have, you know, speed work done with our other athletes, and then we have our solitude time. But I think all these bubbles of training really can work together to really create a really great training block. So I'm so excited that today is really focused on community and running with my team or people around me that I just love and adore so much. So starting off today with an incredible speed work. I ended up doing a total of 6 miles in an average pace, I think, of like 7:45. My actual pushes ranged anywhere from like a 7:40 starting for the first couple minutes, and then I really pushed to around a 6-minute pace towards the end of each progressive effort. So I'm really kind of figuring out what my speed looks like right now because I don't really have a great idea. Last year I did Ironman, so I had a better idea of what my half marathon, 5K pace looked like, but now we're kind of just like, I have no idea what those spaces are, so let's figure it out together. So it was really good to incorporate that this morning, and then later today I will take you guys along for an easy long run with some friends. So until then, we gotta go eat, we have some work to do, and yeah, I'll take you guys along.
What, Duty? Good morning! Good morning!
I just got done with some client check-ins and some client programming, and as a coach, I personally also need a coach. It doesn't matter when the goal is, it doesn't matter what the goal is. In my opinion, I think having a coach for accountability and also just to take the brain power out of things can help so much. So obviously finding the right person for you as an individual and as a racer is super important. So making sure that you're picking qualified candidates as coaches, and also interviewing them as much as they're interviewing you. If there's no questions asked, I would question whether or not that's one-on-one coaching, but that is definitely part of a team environment. And that is why I think in addition to having incredible people around you, having a strong coaching relationship can help as well and make it feel more like you're part of a team when you're stepping on the start line or when you're finishing or looking to find your next goal. I think it can be really helpful to find a team. There are also so many incredible ways to get involved with your local community, like Run Club. So tonight we are going to be doing a Run Club with it's 0.001 running, but their name is One Running, and they are based here in Utah. And I think, in my opinion, it's such an incredible group of people, and there are some really elite people on the squad, but then also some brand new beginners. And I think One Running provides something for everyone, just like 21 Run. I feel like both of those communities here in Utah are really great for building relationships with people who have similar interests as you, but also helping you and encouraging you to get closer to your goals. So training alone, once again, is so lovely and is so necessary, but also training in a group setting can be so helpful for actually achieving the goals that you want to achieve. I want to get a little bit personal with you guys, and I hope that's okay with you, but I feel like this is a topic that's come up a lot in my recent life, and I feel like it's been a conversation that we've had at book club. Unbreakable Book Club on Instagram is the book club that I run. We meet twice a month, but I feel like because of the age group that attends book club, we all kind of have some similar, not issues, but things that we are learning about life. And I think one of the things that isn't talked about enough is how much friendships change in your late 20s, even like mid 20s to early 30s. And I feel like specifically as women, especially in that age range, it can be really difficult to make high quality, good friendships. And I think a running environment or even like Pilates or a workout class or CrossFit or these type of environments can really breed high quality relationships that are built on having similar values, similar lifestyles, and maybe even similar morals. And the reason why I started book club was to have a space that wasn't necessarily in athletics, that I can connect with like-minded individuals, but also to create a community space where we could gather and talk about things like books and self-improvement topics and authors that we really enjoy. And I think for me, as a person who kind of struggled to have high quality friendships in my late teens into early college, I feel like I finally feel so fulfilled in the friendships that I have in my life, and I feel really cherished and genuinely feel really connected to the people around me. And it could be a little bit vulnerable to share this, but I think a lot of the friendships that I made in my early 20s were based on maybe even like just length of time of knowing someone, or the fact that I felt like I needed to make a group of friends. So I kind of pushed myself into friendships that didn't necessarily align. It wasn't necessarily that these were bad individuals, but I think like specifically for me, I do not drink alcohol and I don't like to party and it's just not in my blood. And I think just in that age range, I think that a lot of people feel very pressured to do what everyone else is doing in order to make friends and fit in. And I definitely fit that mold. And as I've gotten older, I've just kind of released the pressure of maintaining relationships that don't feel very fulfilling. I've set better boundaries for myself, book club reference for Boundaries by Dr. Henry Cloud, but also just really feel like I am so much more intentional in the friendships that I make. And I just feel, I don't know if this is oversharing, but I just feel like for the first time in my life, I feel surrounded by people who genuinely care about me and genuinely care about my heart and genuinely care about the goals that I have. And it's so beautiful how many things can fall in line in your life when you just simply surround yourself with great people. And finding something in common with someone like running or personal development or being an entrepreneur or whatever it may be, but having something that's based on value and morals and maybe even the things that you want to accomplish in life can lead to such nourishing friendships. And I hope for you in your life that you've made some really good friendships that feel really fulfilling and fill your cup with joy and smiles and laughs, but also encourage you to do better in your life. I think all of the connections that we make in our life should encourage us to be better humans, should encourage us to do the incredible things that we seek. And if they don't do those things, or if they feel as though they're taking away from who you are authentically or make you feel small or dim your light, I hope that you learn to release some of those friendships, because I think sometimes we just need to make space in our life for the good things to come in. And if our circle is already full of things that don't necessarily nourish us, we don't have the space to bring the things that are meant for us into our life. This may totally seem like it is too deep of a conversation to be having just talking about Run Club or talking about book club, but all in all, once again, I feel like our success is determined by those around us and how those people affect us in our life. And I feel like if we have things in our life that aren't necessarily serving the greater good of our souls, I feel like it could only drag us down and make us feel heavy and keep us from really succeeding in life. So adult friendships do take a lot of intentional work. They take time and energy and effort, but they're so worth it if you're willing to do that. If you're struggling to make adult friendships, just remember that adult friendships take time and energy and intention. And we don't have the built-in friendships that we had as kids, right? Where we were in middle school or high school or elementary school, or we played sports where we had this like built-in time to our day to make friends. We don't have that as adults, but we can create that in our life. And I do believe that we make time in our lives for things that really matter to us. So if connection is something that you're seeking, make time for it in your day, in your week, in your month, and make time for the people that you feel as though are really nourishing to your soul. And I hope that we can all kind of work on this together. And once again, I think running is a team sport. I think success is a team sport. And I hope that you find your tribe, your people that make you feel really fulfilled, really nourished, and add to your overall success. But all that being said, let's go to Run Alright guys, we are officially at Run Club. We are running today with One Running. Their Instagram handle is .001 running. They are a run club based out of Utah County. So if you're in Utah County and you want to be part of an incredibly special group of people, definitely join in. All paces are always welcome. But today I'm really excited. We have quite a big crew showing up, and we have Garmin and Nike doing some demos. I brought some BPN Supps for the crew, so it should be a really fun time, and I can't wait to take you guys along for the ride. Supps Up, our group run here in Provo. It was so beautiful. We ended up doing right around 6 miles with average pace of 8:12. Some people did less, some people did more, but that's the beauty of Run Club. And thank you for everyone who showed up today. It was such an incredible group of people here, and it was so cool meeting some of you guys who watched the videos. So cool. Thanks so much for joining. If you like the video, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Stay unbreakable.